Good morning everyone! Happy Wednesday. We are now back in the UK and we're back to my normal routine. So I've been back nearly a week now. A week last Thursday, I think. First couple of days always takes a little bit of time to adjust and get kind of back into my routine, back into my groove. Seeing a couple of friends who I obviously haven't seen in a long time, and it was my birthday on Monday, so that was really lovely. Looking at this book, Bounce, very, very good book. It's all about kind of what makes the difference between someone who choose what they want and don't, and there's a variety of, well, lots of different factors, but I've only just started really reading it. I'm enjoying it. We're going to head to the gym and do an upper body session this morning, probably do a cardio session later. I'm going to bike to the gym. It's such a beautiful day and it's so nice being able to cycle again. And yeah, then I've got client call this morning, some client work to do, some filming, training, and yeah, it's going to be a very, very good day. So we're going to head to the gym now. I'm going to take my book actually if I get time afterwards. I'll grab a quick coffee and read, and then we will get on with everything else. So we did my upper body session, wearing a little pink outfit, and now I'm going to have breakfast, which is really, really weird. I know. I'm having tuna and rice. I'm off oats at the moment. I do love oats, but I just feel like at the moment we're on a tuna rice hype. So that is breakfast this morning, and then we are straight on to client calls, client work for a couple of hours, bit of filming, and then we will go and do my next session. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I look a bit tired actually, but no, I feel really, really good. It's such a beautiful day. Oh, it just feels so nice to be back in Oxford when the weather's amazing. They ask why tuna and rice. It's very easy for me to digest. I don't know, I just love tuna and rice and the macros are good. Priorities while I am home for the next however long is to get my digestion on point, get my metabolism on point, get my calories up a little bit, but just make sure that I'm not feeling bloated. My gut health is as optimal as it can be. I'm feeling good and body composition is good. I am having tuna and rice for my first meal today with a bit of chili sauce, obviously. Not chili sauce. It's actually Nando's medium spice sauce. Good morning guys, happy Thursday. We are off to train. Leggies, glutey booty and leggies. It's a very grey day today. Being British, I obviously have to tell you the weather every single day. Today I filmed some of my leg session. So it was actually a very, very good leg session and I did cover a lot, but I didn't film all the exercises just because my camera ran out. I did start off with the abductor machine, which is working the inner thighs. As you can see, I am very flexible, so I do take my legs rather wide, and that definitely makes the exercise a lot more difficult. So I normally do about 3 sets of these. So first set is starting off rather light, and then we get a little bit heavier, and then we build up to my top working set. But still, it's not too heavy. And the most important for me is focusing on that time under tension and making sure that I can really feel the abductors working and contracting. It's a really good warm-up exercise. After this exercise, I actually moved on to cable kickbacks because I was doing very much a glute-focused session, and I feel again this is a really good activation exercise. After the glute kickbacks, I moved on to the hip thrust machine, so my glutes were nice and warm. I actually did some warm-up sets before this main working set, and I actually did 2 working sets. So I was going for 8 to 12 repetitions, again focusing on that nice slow tempo as I'm coming down, making sure I'm not going all the way down to the safety bars, and making sure at the top I'm driving through the hips and squeezing the glutes. So I can really feel this working well with the glutes. Never used to be able to feel it so much, but I think now I focus a bit more on the technique, it works really well for me. After the hip thrusts, I actually moved on to the hyperextension. So this is not actually a machine I always do, but I find it works very well after I've just done hip thrusts because my glutes are already firing, they're already quite fatigued, and then the hyperextensions just again works on those tired glutes and then gets into the hamstrings. I know for some people they can feel it more in the lower back, but I think because I do have a very strong lower back, I do try and focus more on that mind muscle connection with the glutes and the hamstrings. After the hyperextensions, I moved on to one of my favourite exercises, which is the single leg press. With the single leg press, again, I didn't focus on going too heavy with the exercise, but I really focus on the contraction of the hamstrings as the leg is extending. When you want to do your single leg press, you want to make sure that obviously you're never completely locking the knee out. There's always a slight micro bend, because countless times, especially when I used to be a personal trainer in a gym, you see people, fully hyperextend the leg, and it's just the worst thing possible. Anyway, as I said, I'm focusing on that movement and control as my leg is coming into the chest. After the single leg press, I think I actually moved on to single leg Romanian deadlifts, but I didn't film the exercise. And then I moved on to my favourite, which is the reverse hack squat. Now, again, because it was a glute-focused session, I feel this exercise really working the glutes well. This was my top working set. Again, I did 2 top working sets today, and you can see the glutes squeezing and firing, and they were quite fatigued at this point. And then I did finish off with some quad work. I also did some hamstring curls and some calf raises, so it was a very comprehensive session. So guys, we have had such a nice day today. Obviously I trained my leg session this morning. It was a very good leg session. We're ready for session number 2. What did I do? Oh yeah, I went for brunch with one of my friends. Had some pancakes, very, very yummy. Then we had some client calls, and now we are ready for session number 2. Yeah, I did a lot of exercise this morning. I'm doing really, really well. So I'm listening to some music, sorry if I'm shouting. I have my Apple Watch, so I've actually been tracking, and each day, let me see. I did outline here. I'm listening. So yesterday I did 1 hour and 11 minutes of exercise. The day before I did 1 hour and 48 minutes of exercise. This is good. Today I've done 59 minutes it says, but I've done more than that I think. So I've done outdoor cycle 6.35 kilometres, 3 kilometre walk, 6.35, and then a leg session as well. So we're gonna go and train again.